Have you ever noticed that your internet suddenly becomes sluggish the moment heavy rain starts pouring outside? Maybe your videos begin buffering, your online game starts lagging, or web pages take forever to load. It's such a common experience that many people assume rain directly interferes with Wi-Fi signals. But is that really what's happening? After all, your Wi-Fi router is inside your house. The signal only travels a short distance between the router and your phone or laptop, so why would weather outside have anything to do with it? As it turns out, the answer is more complicated and much more interesting than most people realize. So, let's break it all down, right here, on History of Simple Things. The technology behind Wi-Fi began taking shape in the late 1980s and early 1990s. Before Wi-Fi became common, connecting to the internet usually meant plugging your computer directly into a telephone line or network cable. In 1997, the first official Wi-Fi standard was introduced, allowing devices to communicate wirelessly using radio waves. Over the following decades, Wi-Fi spread into homes, schools, businesses, and eventually nearly every smartphone on Earth. Today, billions of devices rely on these invisible radio signals to connect to the internet. What's important to remember is that Wi-Fi itself is simply a short-range radio communication system. Your router sends radio waves through the air to nearby devices. The actual internet connection often comes from somewhere else entirely, such as fiber optic cables, telephone lines, or wireless links connecting your neighborhood to a service provider. And that distinction helps explain why rain can sometimes seem to attack your Wi-Fi. One of the biggest misconceptions is that raindrops outside are directly blocking the Wi-Fi signal between your router and your phone. In most homes, that isn't what's happening. Wi-Fi commonly operates at frequencies around 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. These radio waves are designed to travel through indoor spaces. The signal already has to pass through walls, furniture, appliances, and even people. A rainstorm occurring outside typically has very little effect on the short distance between your router and your device. If you're sitting 10 feet from your router inside your living room, heavy rain is unlikely to be the main reason your connection suddenly feels slow. So if the rain isn't directly damaging your indoor Wi-Fi signal, what is? The answer often lies further upstream in the internet network itself. Many internet providers rely on infrastructure that extends far beyond your home. Fiber cables, utility poles, wireless relay stations, neighborhood equipment cabinets, and communication towers all work together to deliver internet access. Heavy rain can interfere with some of these systems. For example, certain internet providers use fixed wireless technology, where data travels through the air between antennas and towers. Unlike the short Wi-Fi signal inside your house, these wireless links can span miles. Rain, especially when accompanied by thick clouds and high moisture levels, can weaken some radio signals traveling over long distances. Engineers even have a name for this phenomenon: rain fade. Water droplets absorb and scatter portions of certain radio frequencies, reducing signal strength. Satellite internet services are particularly vulnerable because signals must travel enormous distances through the atmosphere before reaching your home. When enough signal is lost, internet speeds can decrease or connections may temporarily drop altogether. Rain often brings another factor with it: humidity. Air filled with moisture can slightly affect how radio waves travel. While the impact on typical home Wi-Fi is usually small, extremely humid conditions can contribute to signal loss in certain situations, especially for outdoor wireless communication systems. High humidity can also combine with obstacles already present in a home. Thick walls, metal surfaces, mirrors, and large appliances may already be weakening your Wi-Fi signal. When environmental conditions become less favorable, even a small reduction in signal quality can become noticeable. That's why some people only experience problems during storms, even though the underlying weakness in their network existed all along. The rain simply exposes it. Not everyone experiences slower internet during rainfall. In fact, many people never notice any change at all. Homes connected through modern underground fiber optic networks are generally less affected by weather than homes relying on older infrastructure or wireless links. The quality of local equipment, the type of internet service, and even how far you live from network hardware can all influence what happens during a storm. This explains why two neighbors can experience completely different results during the same rainstorm. One household might continue streaming movies without interruption, while another struggles to load a simple web page. The weather is the same, but the technology delivering the connection may be very different. So, despite what many people believe, rain usually isn't attacking your Wi-Fi router directly. The wireless signal inside your home is often the least affected part of the entire system. More commonly, the slowdown originates somewhere along the path connecting your house to the broader internet. Heavy rain can weaken long-distance wireless links, interfere with satellite communications, expose weaknesses in aging infrastructure, and create moisture-related problems in outdoor equipment. In some cases, humidity and storm conditions simply reveal issues that were already present in the network. The next time your internet slows during a downpour, remember that the problem may be happening miles away from your living room. While your router gets the blame, the real battle is often taking place on towers, cables, antennas, and network equipment working behind the scenes to keep the modern world connected, even when the weather refuses to cooperate. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.